Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing the 8th of September. And it's too many. If you've watched your other signs, you'll notice that up until your sign, I've changed things around a little bit. The other cards, I don't know why, I just heard, right, no, change it up for Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. So that's why if you've looked at other readings, you'll think, hang on a minute, this is a different format. And you're right, it is. So let's go for it. So Sagittarius, let's see. This is the Energy Oracle. Let's see, 2 cards, please and thank you, to start the reading. Top 2. You have the Angel of Strength, very much the card like the Strength card in the tarot, and you have Appreciation. And this is just practicing gratitude. And that's what I was going to say, actually. I'm actually going to finish with a manifestation card for you guys, which I haven't done for any other sign. So that's your practicing gratitude. Perhaps is what might come up in the manifestations. But yeah, appreciation, just like going back to basics, I think that's what that's about. And looking at the flowers around you, looking at the grass, appreciating the fact that we get water, it grows the grass, it grows the plants, it feeds the soil, it feeds us. There's just something about that. There is the Angel of Strength coming there too. Let's have a look while we've got the Angel of Strength. It's about you being strong. Maybe, you're having to cut back on something and just be, and appreciate that what you have got is what you have got rather than what you haven't got. Let's have a look though, Sagittarius. Dear Spirit Guides and Angels, please join me in this reading for Sagittarius. Make it helpful, hopeful and healing. There's your focus for next week. Oof, Ace of Swords. Opportunity, please and thank you. There we go. Strength card. Amazing. What's the challenge, please and thank you, for Sagittarius? 3 of Pentacles. And bubbling under the surface for Sagittarius, High Priestess. And final advice and outcome, please and thank you. 6 of Cups. That's interesting. Okay, Ace of Swords is the focus. And this is the card of focus. They want you to be focused on being focused. This is about clear-cut decision-making, having mental clarity about something. It also comes when maybe you're doing a little bit of that, 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 but do you feel like you're achieving nothing? Then this comes along and says, just concentrate on one and get one thing done, then move on to the next. It's lovely. It's, good, clear cut. It's about truth as well. Swords are the mental suit, and it's about our ideas, our logic, and our truth. 8, it is a number 8, is the Strength card, is your opportunity. So there's an opportunity for you to show your support, your courage. Also, what I always say about this card is, for me, yes, it's about being strong and we can battle through, but the real strength within us comes when we show our vulnerability, show our vulnerable side, and we might have to ask for some help. So I do think maybe that's, for some of you, that's the strength that they're asking you to draw on next week. The 3 of Pentacles is your challenge. This is people working in a team. Teamwork makes the dream work, but perhaps not at the moment for you. Maybe there's somebody at work or around you that you're just like not on the same page with. They perhaps, not doing their fair share in the team, being a little bit, or, again, the 3 of Pentacles, are you, again, with this Ace of Swords, is that what your challenge is? You've got so much on your plate. You've got 3 different, teams, if you like, 3 different pots I'm seeing of something you're trying to achieve. And then, in fact, I'm really drawn to the knitting needles there and the wool, and I feel like all you're doing is knitting and knitting, and then and then you're getting in a knot. When I used to do that, I used to pass it to my mum, going, "Mum, sort my knots out, please." And that's what I feel for you as well, for some of you. Now, the High Priestess is what's bubbling under the surface. The High Priestess is the card of, yes, trust your instincts, your intuition, go with your gut feeling on something. But it's also the card of mystery, because The High Priestess doesn't say very much, and therefore she holds her cards close to her chest. I don't know if there's something that you're holding close to your chest, or you're waiting for some more information to come through. You know, she's she's got her eyes, what's it called, eyes wide shut, and you can see she literally has. But she doesn't need to look with her eyes. She knows deep down what's going on. We'll clarify to see what that's all about for you. Now, the Six of Cups is your advice and outcome. This is the card of nostalgia. This is the card of remembering lovely, happy times. And I don't know why they want you to go back to that, but that's the message I'm feeling here for you. Or maybe contact somebody that you used to be with, or that brought you love and joy to you. Maybe with the High Priestess, you know, you've been feeling quite connected to spirit, and you're reconnecting with somebody from the past, literally in spirit, next week. Interesting. Let's have a look. Ace of Swords, why are you here, please and thank you? Death card. They want you to put an end to something, right? I mean, the Death card comes when we have to put an end to something because it's gone on for long enough. It's run its course, if you like. It's very different to the World card. When we get the World card, it's the World card is, yes, it's the end of an era and we're stepping into the next chapter of our life because we have decided to tie a bow on that, to tie a knot, and you know, to put that to one side and learn lessons from it. But this is like, no, this needs to stop now. Very drawn to the fact that the Ace of Swords, she has her eyes shut, and there's a young girl here. You can see, ooh, there's something about you putting an end to something that maybe you are going to be met with some resistance about, because I'm very drawn to her. She's got her eyes shut there and she's looking away. She doesn't want to acknowledge something that needs to come to an end, perhaps. Maybe that's what they want you to focus on. What's the truth of the matter with it too? Has there been some confusion around this in the past? Yeah. And then the Strength card, I see now why the Strength card is there, because in order to put an end to something, you do need to maybe ask for help, and just be strong and courageous, whatever the decision is. Strength card, why are you here for, Sagittarius, please and thank you? Or actually, no, I'll tell you what, we'll do one on the Death card. Let's see, why do we have the Death card? That is attributed to Scorpio, by the way, if that's relevant for anybody. Why do we have the Death card here for with the Ace of Swords? Look at that. The Moon. Now, the Moon is attributed to Pisces, but it's also, and we have now got is it the eclipse in Pisces, actually? And when we get full moons and eclipses, etc., it's the time to put an end to things and to manifest what you do want. It kind of reveals information and truths of the matter. The Moon is very much for me about things coming to the surface, because that's what the job of the Moon is. You know, you get a full moon, it rises the tides. Tides are emotions, and water equals emotions, sorry, in the tarot. And then what happens is things, you know, come to the surface, don't they? The tides rise, then they go out and things are left. And so it's like, this is what they want you to focus on, bringing things to the surface. As I said before, I feel like maybe there has been some confusion in the past, but that confusion there, and the Moon is representative of feeling confused, is why the Ace of Swords is coming in. There's something coming to the surface that's going to give you mental clarity. Now, there's strength here in your opportunity. Wow. Ace of Cups, 2 aces now. It's like you've got the strength to start something afresh, something anew. And the cups are relationships, emotions, friendships, whatever ticks that heart chakra, but it's a new, fresh beginning. Again, it's like you've got 2 aces. You've got the Death card saying you've got to put an end to something, but the opportunity to feel that absolute new love again. Could be for yourself even, Sagittarius. Ace of Cups normally does bring in new relationships, new friendships, but whatever ticks that heart chakra. Three of Pentacles is your challenge. And again, it could be you've got three people on that death card. You've got three people in the Three of Pentacles. Maybe they're not going to be on board with what this is. Let's have a look. Relationships again. Okay, you've got the Lovers this time. The Lovers is attributed to Gemini and is about relationships and friendships and people that you love. There's a challenge there with, again, maybe there's three people in this relationship. Now, I don't mean to say anybody's having an affair. It could mean that you're struggling to deal with the other people around the person that you love, you know, like in-laws or something like that, something along those lines. Let's have a look. Lovers, why are you here, please and thank you? For Sagittarius. Oh my gosh, you are getting the most powerful cards. Major arcanas out. You've got the Devil. Kind of like tells me that you're definitely trying to overcome or deal with somebody in this team, if you like, or in your vicinity, in your tribe, that perhaps is very toxic, because that's what the Devil represents. You can see he has two people. I have to cover up their bits. There that feel tied. You know, they've got chains around their neck and they're tied to the Devil. So it's like, I don't know if you're feeling tied to somebody out of loyalty, that you feel committed, but it's not out of love. It's just because you think, oh my gosh, you know, for instance, you've been in a job for years and years and years. It's not that you love that job anymore. It's just because you've been there for years, you feel tied and loyal to them. It can be that, you know, for some of you, you are trying to overcome some addictions, because that's what the Devil represents too. But I do feel it's something to do with this team here also. Somebody within that has an impact here. Perhaps, you know, with that Lovers and the Devil, it kind of does tell me for some of you, you are definitely in a toxic relationship and feeling a bit trapped and tied. The High Priestess is here. Empress, what a beautiful card. The Empress with that High Priestess, they're kind of reminding you to say, look, you know who you are. The Empress is beautiful. She's the Queen of the Queens. She's she rebirths. She gives birth and she rebirths. So she gives birth to new ideas. She also gives birth. She sits in abundance. She just knows. She's calm. She knows how the universe works. It's like deep down, you know that this is perhaps going to be hard work, but you know that you are the Empress. You are sitting there very comfortably. Once this is sorted out, there's growth and love to be had here. This is a bit deep, Sagittarius. Let's do one more on that Empress, please, and thank you. You know, does it feel at the moment for you like there's, like, I've just seen tumbleweed go across a Sahara desert, like nothing's really growing for you, and you know that deep down that there is definitely potential for you. This is why the Empress is there. Eight of Cups. Isn't that, honestly, I can't make this up. You can see they're walking away. Something's not ticking their heart chakra. Again, you've got a moon there. We are about to have the eclipse in Pisces, I believe. I'm not very good at astrology. What I know about astrology, I can write on the back of a stamp. So I do encourage you to go and research that. But all I do know about when there's full moons and eclipses, it's a time to let go and to reflect. Because what's on the bottom of the deck has just made me look. Three of Swords, Sagittarius. Anyway, Six of Cups. Why are you here for Sagittarius, please and thank you? Right, we will take those two because they literally flipped together. Now, when I say it's time to reflect, that's exactly what's happening here. They're remembering the good times and the past times, revisiting childhood maybe, revisiting childhood memories. You've got the Seven of Wands, though, advice and outcome, and this is about sticking to your guns too. Is there something that you want to go back to? That's why the Death card is here. Something's got to come to an end for you to go back to what you used to love and who you used to love, maybe. Seven of Wands advice is like, stick to your guns, don't let them knock you off your perch. The Hanged Man also is here to say, take a step back and look at something from a different perspective. You know, have you thought, I couldn't possibly go back to that again? Well, you can. You just need to remove yourself from the situation a little bit and look at it from the outside in, is what I really want to say. Gosh, Sagittarius, this is definitely for somebody. It feels a very specific reading, so I do apologize, but sometimes that's how it comes out if it doesn't resonate for you. But yeah, I can attribute this to either a job or a relationship. It's just about the need to have a clear-cut future for you. Something's niggling at you that's not ticking your heart chakra. Let's have a look, though. We'll finish on a manifestation card. Thank you. Wow, that didn't take long. Oh dear, this is exactly what you need. Now, these manifestation cards, I have bought probably 10 packs and gifted them to friends and family, and they're really interesting because they say, well, what do I do with them? Well, read it and then practice for a week what it says on the card and see if it makes any difference to your life. Good fun as well. It says who you really are, Sagittarius. So this is like affirmations. I am whole. I am perfect. I am strong. I am powerful. I am loving. I am harmonious. And I am happy. It's like you need to hear that. So I hope you enjoyed that, Sagittarius. Let me know how it resonates. Have a fabulous week, and I'll see you next week. Take care.